his body language in that, like when Vlad, because Vlad's like so calm about any topic. He's like, yeah, so you joined Scientology a while back, and you just see Grant lean back in his like arms crossed in his chair. Yep, like licking his little soul patch down there. Yep. No, listen, it's been a huge help to. I keep it's fun. The shit is funny and whatever, but like, of all the people who are in Scientology, it's like any other population of humans. If I pick 100 people off the street, some of us are going to be stupid. But as you can tell, listening to you talk, like, you're not a dumb guy. You're a very, very smart guy. And there's a lot of people like you in Scientology who just from the psychosis of it for that subject matter, Scientology itself, it's like they can hold on sometimes for their whole lives and actually think it's real. And to the outside person, the person that is clear out here, if you will, pun intended, right? Like, we might look at it like, how the fuck could you be so stupid? But at the same time, like, you look throughout human history, we are all capable of being sucked into some sort of cult-like situation. And this is kind of primarily that.
Yeah. And it's also, to be fair, totally different when someone's born into one of these things.
Oh, yeah.
You can make a child believe
yes.
anything.
Yes. You're 4 years old when you start thinking about this. Like, the empathy I have for that is insane. And I also want to mention your girlfriend is here as well, and we are going to be doing a podcast tomorrow. And Jenna, you are David Miscavige's niece, so you were also born into it as well. I'm really looking forward to talking with you about that. But for people seeing on camera 3 there, this is coming tomorrow. So
yeah, we were maybe going to do a 3-way
episode.
chat, but figured it might be better to break it up into two
I
chats.
really want to dig into your story separately. I'm glad we did it this way.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, you're basically like born into it. Like, what the hell else are you? That's your compass.
Yeah, but it is wild to think of how many otherwise seemingly intelligent people actually join this shit because they chose to.
Yep.
Like Grant Cardone.
Yeah. Listen, you got to get out there. You got to sell the shit out of that stuff. You understand me?
Hey, you got to get your money right.
That's what Scientology is going to teach you.
Got to get your money right. You're a loser if you're not making at least $400,000. You should be embarrassed to be. You're not even a man.
Oh, that was the best when he said that. Oh my God, he has such a punchable face.
My jet burns more than $400,000 to fuel a week.
Have you ever seen him with Jordan Belfort?
Yes.
Oh my, it's glorious.
I did a reaction video to that. It was one of my favorite things.
Oh my God, it's glorious. It's like Jordan's obviously like a fraud, but he was a great salesman.
Yes.
You can't argue that.
That's
and
right.
he's just like, you don't know sales at all, do you? You don't know shit about any of
You're
it.
more of a marketing guy. You're more of a marketing guy. He's like, how did you sell your fish? How'd you sell your fish that you already said was going bad? You're like, you want some fish? The irony is that Grant Cardone is considered basically one of the world's #1 sales trainers for the automotive industry. If you talk to anyone who's done car sales in the last 20 years, they have had to watch Grant Cardone videos as part of their sales training, and they will tell you it worked. And I go, then why does he not seem to know anything about sales?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Why did he fail so hard in that interview with Jordan? I don't get it.
It must just be like the charisma of him, because he has massive charisma. I got to give him that, right? It almost like bleeds off into confidence in enough people that then they make a sale or something. And they're like, oh shit, that's because of Grant. I mean, that's a natural human thing. I could get that. But yeah, he seemed to get pretty exposed on that. But he was a guy who joined when he was an adult, right? He was like 30-something.
He was more than 30-something.
40-something.
Yeah. And his twin brother, Gary.
Oh, he joined with him.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think Gary might have gotten Grant in. But it's funny because if you look at them side by side, you would never think that they're twins, but they are identical twins. It's just that one of them doesn't do tons of steroids.
Can we pull them up? Can we pull up Grant Cardone and his
Someone
twins?
sent me a video last week and actually said, "Do you think Grant Cardone is sick? Does he have cancer?" I go, "No, that's his brother Gary." That's what Grant would look like without the steroids.
Gary, come over here and put this shit in my ass. Do we got it? Oh, there it is. Oh shit! Yeah, he does look like he's on chemo compared to him.
Well, and look, those are thumbnails, so that's those are the best photos you're gonna get. I mean, that's best.
Well, that one looks okay. Oh, the one. Oh, look at my secret twin brother.
And if
there you go.
And if you actually just pull up a recent video thumbnail of just Gary.
All right, so just type in Gary Cardone. Let's try that. Take off the N, brother.
Tampa Bay.
Is that him right? Yeah.
You can see.
Yeah, he does look a lot smaller. And look at the one right there, the Grit Daily. See, you can see his facial features. Yeah.
It looks like his older brother. They're identical twins.
It does. Crazy. So he may have gotten
Grant.
They're
both Scientologists. I'm pretty sure Gary got Grant in, but you can fact check me on that.
Okay.
Here's what I can tell you. When Grant tells his story of how he got into Scientology, I think he told it on Vlad. He told Vlad.
Yes.
He does not tell the honest story. He also doesn't tell the honest story of how he met his wife. He met his wife shooting a Dianetics commercial. Yeah.
Like an internal commercial?
Yeah. Like a Dianetics infomercial, like an internal thing.
We gotta get that.
So I know.
We gotta get that. I'll bring the ski mask. Let's go.
And so they both, and not only are they both in Scientology, but Grant is like as high level in Scientology as Tom Cruise.
Really? I didn't know that.
When I say high level, it depends on how you define that. Grant Cardone is not friends with David Miscavige the way Tom Cruise is.
Okay.
But they're both OT8. Like they've done the entire bridge that exists.
That Vlad video that you mentioned, we've played some of that before. I think we had to do it off camera because Vlad has the IP there. But like his body language in that, like when Vlad, because Vlad's like so calm about any topic. He's like, yeah, so you joined Scientology a while back, and you just see Grant lean back and his like arms crossed in his chair. Yep, like licking his little soul patch down there. Yep. No, listen, it's been a huge help to. And he's so uncomfortable talking about it. So I'm like, in his head, maybe that's just because he gets bullied about it by people who aren't Scientologists. That's possible. But like, I'm wondering if in his head there's already like a subconscious, like, yeah, this shit's kind of crazy, but it works for me, so don't ruin my fucking flow. I'm on a roll.
I'll tell you what triggers the nervousness. Scientologists who have done the confidential levels, the OT levels where you learn about Xenu and the volcanoes and the body thetans, you are not allowed to publicly acknowledge that information is true or exists. And yet, you sort of look like a fool if you deny it because so many people know that it's true. That's what triggers the nervousness. If it wasn't for this weird confidentiality, like you will never hear a Scientologist who's done the OT levels acknowledge that Scientologists believe in Xenu or body thetans.
That's so strange.
They're not allowed. Here's how crazy the confidentiality gets. If you have two Scientologists, they're married. They've both done all the OT levels. They are not allowed in the privacy of their own home to discuss the material of the OT levels with each other. And if they do, and it's almost like whoever rats on the other one first will be given the lesser penalty.
Oh my God.
Like it's for real. So you're not even allowed to talk about it with Scientologists. You're not allowed to talk about it with family members or friends, even people who already know the information. So when you have someone like Grant, who's so publicly a Scientologist, and he's publicly an OT8, and he's sitting down with a guy like Vlad, who absolutely starts asking him about Xenu, right? Grant shuts the conversation down right there. He goes, okay, yeah. I'm here about my family. I don't care about all that. I don't care about space aliens. Yeah. I care about my family. I care about me. I care about getting my money right. And I'm like, Grant is the master of controlling a conversation. That is one thing he's excellent at.
I would agree with
that. But that's where the nervousness kicks in. He's not allowed to even be on a platform where Xenu is being mentioned. That's very dicey for a guy like Grant with Scientology.
So they could call him in for like a hardcore audit just for being there.
Well, the next time he goes in, he's going to have to answer up for that. Like, this guy is getting clicks on a video with your name and your image and your likeness.
Did you see this? This is you gotta watch this.
Okay.
This
What is it?
This is him responding. This was like July 2nd recently, and what he was doing is he was responding to an article because they called him Scientologist. And he was saying, "How dare you call me a Scientologist?" This is the video. It's so cringy.
I did a reaction video to this.
Okay, let's see this real quick. Let's get a live reaction.
Okay.
All right.
That's over at Miami New Times, Alex DeLuca, and the owners of your company, Village Voice Media or something like that, Village Media Group. Want to thank you for the coverage on the listing of our house in Golden Beach for $42 million. In Bitcoin. Absolutely true. Thank you for that free coverage. Look, I've never heard of any of you people, but I do want to make you famous. I want to make you famous for religious hate, religious bias, and religious prejudice. And hopefully somebody will hold you guys accountable.
Nope.
If I was Jewish, Muslim, Protestant, Catholic, if I was a gay man. But because you're hacks and you're lazy and you don't know what you're talking about, you use my religion to clickbait. And that's because you're lazy and you're a hack, okay? But what it did show was that you have religious hate and prejudice in your heart.
Oh my God.
Hopefully somebody holds you guys accountable. You owe an apology to me and my family for headlining with this. I am a proud Scientologist. I have practiced Scientology for 25 years. It's been unbelievable and wonderful for my family, for me as a husband, a father, a husband, as a friend, as a business owner of over 1,000 employees. You guys should be ashamed of yourself.
Whoa.
So now hold on. Is he listing his Miami property or his Malibu property?
It says Miami.
That one says
It doesn't really say, but it does seem like it's Miami, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's selling his Miami place and he's selling his Malibu place.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. That's recent. That's July 2nd, 2024.
Who told all of these motivational guys that they should always film themselves while walking or driving?
I don't know.
They never seen a table that they liked.
It's because he's on the move.
He's hustling. Get that
I'm
grind.
hustling. I never sleep. I don't sit.
Yeah. So it's like he should be thanking these guys for promoting his listing. He's the one who calls himself a Scientologist. How can it be bigoted to call him a Scientologist? Even if they're clickbaiting, they don't say a single negative word about Scientology in this article. Not a single negative word.
I need the next article to be potentially closeted gay man Scientologist Grant Cardone. Just for the video, we'll get back.
He's not gay. He's deeply closeted.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like, he's got a brain up there, and his brother potentially gets him in, and he joins. He's been in there for 25 years. He's bringing his family into it now, too. It sounds like his kids are in it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So the thing is, Scientology, it's not the same thing at the lower levels as it is at the upper levels. Scientology at the lower levels is like pure self-help. It's actually like, it's very much the kind of stuff you'd expect from Grant Cardone or like a Tony Robbins.
That's how they hook
or
you.
Gary Vee. It's all self-help. And it's like the most purest kind of self-help, which is you can accomplish anything because you are like natively godlike in your powers. And you just don't know it yet. And Scientology can help you realize that. It's weird because it's kind of a double-edged sword where on the one thing you can accomplish anything, but on the other thing, everything that ever happens to you is your fault because you can accomplish anything. Like in some weird spiritual way, you're so powerful that anything that happens in your life is attributable to something you've said or done at some point.
Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.